Hello everybody, welcome to The One Who Swogs with your host, The One Higher. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Imperial Troopers in Phase 2 of the Sith Raid, Scion. Note this is a Tier 5 raid, so the damage numbers are not necessarily representative of what you're going to see in the Heroic raid, but hopefully I can show you the mechanics today and help you get a better grasp of how to utilize Imperial Troopers in the Sith Raid. First, I want you to notice my composition here. I am using a Veer's lead, who is Zeta'd, and no tanks, Stark, Death Trooper, Snow Trooper, and Grand Admiral Thrawn. While this is loading, I think it's always important to point out the stats of the various characters so that you can get a grasp on where maybe you should be damage-wise in the raid. So my Snow Trooper and Thrawn are gear 12, the other three are gear 11. There is a Zeta on Thrawn's unique, actually has both Zetas, but the leader doesn't matter, and I have a Zeta on Veer's unique. No Zeta on Death Trooper, no Zeta on Stark yet. Now, speed-wise, Stark is 205 speed, Thrawn is 253 speed, Veers is at 203, Snow Troopers is at 186, and Death Trooper is at 198. The general goal here is going to be to kill a minion, put Deathmark on Scion, and go ape shit on him, and then kill other minions as needed to keep ramping up that turn meter. So we're going to start off with just a base attack from Thrawn to try to harm the Sith Assassin. I'm now going to use Stark's Scan All Wavelengths, as that will give turn meter to everybody, and, well, just up damage. So let's go ahead and do this to get ability block on Sith Assassin. Kill her off, start that turn meter train. Now I'm going to wait until I can use Deathmark, so I'm going to kind of just hit everybody else. Now there we go. There's Deathmark. Now when I use this mass call, they all hit, and Deathmark's doing 40,000 damage every time it procs. That's a lot of damage. Okay, nice thing about Stark too is he has a huge damage AoE, just like Snow Trooper, which means that you can, even with Deathmark on, kill a minion, restart the turn meter train. I could do that twice more now by killing both of these with Overwhelming Assault, but I will hold off and try to use it to restart the train. I'm going to use Fracture. This is going to proc Deathmark 4 times, doing huge damage, and then of course slowing down Scion and giving me counterattack damage. Okay, let's give everyone buffs again, get them all up to speed, and let's, for the moment, ignore the minions. Because see how I have 3 people full turn meter? This is 3 attacks that I can do against Scion before killing a minion and giving a whole new set of turn meter. Giving me basically 4 more free attacks against Scion. Another Deathmark, and we'll restart the turn meter train. There we go, 100% turn meter again. So this is, everyone on my team's going to have taken about 3 turns before Scion has done jack shit. Then if I use a Ruthless Assault, once again, massive quantities of damage. Now since everybody here basically is an attacker, you don't ever really want to get rid of the Cycles of Pain, because it just ups their damage as it goes. It makes the run kind of shorter because he'll be counterattacking and doing more damage himself, but the counterattacking is reduced by Fracture, and all in all, you're just doing way more damage. See that 30,000 damage just off of the Snow Troopers attack. I think it's also important to note that Stark's unique brings 50 armor penetration to all Imperial Troopers. So it is actually very important to have Stark on this team because it gets through a lot of the armor of Scion, and Scion is a very high armor character. So we're going to just kind of keep wailing, just keep proccing our Deathmark over and over and over again, just dealing big damage. Now I should also note that both Veers and Stark are very squishy people. Even at gear 11, you can see how low their health is. Luckily, every time a unit dies, so when he summons minions here in a bit, they can all gain 10% protection, and Death Trooper is going to give everybody plus 10% health steal, which are both nice. But it is important to know that they are really squishy. Okay, so he should be summoning minions here in a moment. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to give protection to Snow Trooper. I don't want him to die because he's a huge damage dealer. And he'll gain back a lot of health due to Death Trooper. Do a basic. We want to save the Fracture for Deathmark. So now is when we want to utilize the Fracture. Okay, Ruthless Assault. Everyone's going to gain a bunch of health off that health steal. Good, no attacks for a moment. Ooh, that's so weak. Okay, and yeah, this is where you can see the team falls apart, but I've already done a decent amount of damage. I think about 5%. And bam, with 2 kills, everyone gains 20% protection. And then, not going to do that yet. I'm going to hold off because when it's Stark's turn, ooh, yeah, he can take out that minion with his AoE. Boom. Reloads protection, gives some protection, reloads everybody. Lost my Stark. So at this point, with Stark gone, there's not the ability to gain as much turn meter, and we just got our Veers one hit. There might be something to say about occasionally dropping cycles of suffering. While it would lower the damage on basic attacks, it might make them last longer overall, which means more chances for Death Mark to proc. I have not actually experimented with that direction, with trying out just constantly dropping the cycles of suffering. But that can be for another video. For now, I want to just show you going apeshit and not playing basically pure offense, not worrying about the defense side of things. Death Mark? Yeah, he's going to be killed soon. Snowtrooper's going to be killed quite soon. That's 2 more counterattacks from Thrawn because of his Zeta. A lot more damage. So I don't want to use Fracture here because I want to wait on Death Mark. But with how low my tunes are getting, Fracture might just overall be a higher output. Because on his turn, he's going to summon his minions. And he's going to utilize Torment, which will probably kill off Snowtrooper here. So slowing him down for Snowtrooper might be worthwhile. Plus it lowers his chance of counterattacks. I'm going to take an early Fracture. Here's the Death Mark. Hopefully he does not counterattack. Okay, Snowtrooper's alive for now, but this might kill him. And with Veers gone, by the way, it's his unique, not his leader, that does all the turn meter boosts. So with Veers gone, the team loses a lot of steam. It's important to get as much in as you can before that moment. Just going to keep fracturing, keep that slowdown, reduce the rate of counterattacks, and just keep Death Marking. Oh, I'm really glad I made that mistake, because I can point it out now. When he resummons the minions, Death Mark will not be applied by Terminate. It's not like Night Sister Zombie where she just has to die once and then Death Mark's good for the rest of the time. If he revives the minions, Death Mark will not be applied by Terminate. And as you can see here, Tier 5 against Scion, I did 4.5 million damage and only got about 2/3 of the way towards Enraged. So thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, that YouTube bullshit. Okay, and keep on swagging. Goodbye.